European terror list, and successive courts ordered that they be taken off these terror lists. In fact, the British court said it was perverse that they had ever been placed on the terrorist list in the first place. They are still on the US terror list, despite a ruling by a Washington federal court in February last year saying that they should be removed from the US terror list because there was no question that they were engaged or ever had been in any form of terrorism. And it's not surprising that the State Department is still languishing on this ruling, because indeed until 4 years ago Nelson Mandela was on the US terror list. So this is nonsensical. So they are fundamentally not recognized as terrorists by the international community, and I hope the Iraqi authorities will take that into account.
Thank you, Chairman, and thank you to the Ambassador, Mr. de Ruyt, for being here and for giving us the information. I have one remark and one question. The remark is that actually it was very scaring to hear what the representatives of the Iraqi embassy was saying. I mean, with no guarantees that the people can maintain their communication equipment. Why is this important? In 2009 we saw the massacre, and in the beginning we heard a lot of rumors that people have committed suicide. They had hit themselves. Only when we got the pictures, when we got the movies from mobile phones and things like that, we could see what the truth was. That this was a massacre on unarmed and defenseless men and women. So to taking away their equipment to document their situation is exactly the same as saying preparing in silence such massacre. And therefore it was actually very, very scary to hear this information from the Iraqi embassy. And unfortunately it shows what is in the pipeline if a solution is not found. So therefore, moral authority, at least use your authority on information, having the information to send to the member states, giving clearly information, what is the situation and what do you want them to do right now. Because I'm sure if you do that, there could be a very good exchange of views between governments in the EU and politicians, and solutions can be found on a lot of problems.
Mr. Chairman, I would say that the morale of today's meeting is that human rights and human lives don't know space, sovereignty and borders. We are bound to defend these lives. And I would say that we are all going to share. Now, I fully share the view expressed by colleague Lange. Our representatives have not done enough. We can't rely anymore in this situation on goodwill and consulting each other and shifting responsibility to other organizations. So we have possibility to act. And what I would ask Ambassador and Baroness Ashton is first to come forward with official statement about the dramatic situation there. Second, linking this statement with our future relations to Iraq. Otherwise, it won't work. And third, to send, as our colleague Sondergaard just suggested, send information to all 27 member states about the real situation and coming forward with recommendation for the December the 1st meeting of foreign ministers.
We need time and space, and as the Ambassador has just said, the process of registering all of these people as refugees, but we cannot possibly do that given the obstacles that have been placed in our path without the full cooperation of the Iraqi authorities and without the time and space in which we can conduct that work. So if this deadline is not rescinded, and if you go ahead on the path that you have chosen, you will be doing it in absolute defiance of what we are asking for. And let's be clear about that. And there will be a price to pay for that.